to support your friends and family, for instance, who are here to be our exciting readers for this nifty little special event. Again, this is spoilers. You know, it's about celebrating comic books and the National Free Comic Book Day and everything here. The point of doing this exciting event, though, is the fact that, you know, a lot of people, well, they don't always know that much about comics, or maybe don't understand personally how deep I think comic books can get sometimes. So sort of the goal for our event today is to sort of share a bunch of scenes from comic books that hopefully reveal some different aspects about comics. We've got about 11 scenes to go through with you today, using anywhere from, like, I think about two to four people up here on stage and everything at a time. The thing that I think is so neat about our project today is the fact that, you know, comic books are always about the words and the art. But today we're sort of making this attempt to sort of separate them a little bit so that you really can sort of appreciate each of them for what they provide. We've got our display of original comic book artwork up here, which you should check out if you can after we get done. We've also got then our wonderful readers, all these people over here who are so willing to stand up here and read to you in a dramatic fashion, which is exciting as heck. After we get done with all that, too, we do have one, well, if my projector works, we'll have a video. If my projector don't work, well, you can come over and look at my laptop for a 2-minute video if you want, about a really neat little project that we've also been working on. Also, at the conclusion, after you hear the words that our great readers have got to share with you, I've got all the original comic books that these scenes are from, so if you want to see them in their sort of word and art context, that's here as well. What's been really neat about always pulling this project together is sort of seeing the themes that come through in the comic books and stuff. And many of these themes carry through, like, through history, from the ancient, you know, Greek and Roman myths to the current superheroes and stuff. And what's neat, I think, is that so often, well, when people who don't know much about comic books think about comic books, they just think it's about, you know, folks in tights kicking the crap out of each other and stuff like that for the most part. While my own background really is in superhero comics, it's kind of neat with these scenes that we've selected to show you that even though these are, you know, primarily superhero stories, these are guys and gals in tights flying around, daring do and all that sort of thing, there are also these great sort of emotionally rich relationships, sort of conversations and scenes that happen. So that's really sort of what we're going to be sharing with you. We've got these great themes like, what did I say here? The significance of relationships within our lives. We've got at least 3 or 4 good scenes that are about, yeah, people having trouble and trying to sort it out with their friends, or a friend who sees a fellow hero having difficulty being a hero and trying to help them sort that out. You know, we don't necessarily, I think that much about comics being deep, but I do think about the sort of lessons that, I don't know, maybe the younger readers or maybe even the adult readers can learn when they read these comic books and see these interpersonal relationships and stuff. So we've got things like the significance, like I said, of relationships within our lives, and the power of those relationships to really sort of heal us in difficult times, or really to upset the heck out of us when they go sour, when we feel those feelings have been betrayed or stuff. There's a lot going on. In the first couple scenes that we've got, we do see definitely the challenges of being a hero. You know, I think we often think about, you know, the superheroes, they're bulletproof, they can leap over the buildings and all this, they're, you know, impervious. But the scenes that we're going to go through really show, you know, that they're struggling. It's not easy being a hero. And that's sort of the point there. Yeah, then we'll continue to go through some scenes that demonstrate the difficulty that can be in those relationships, whether it's between lovers, brothers, fathers and sons, or even mythological gods. We cover a lot of territory here. It's kind of fun. Ultimately, though, I think so many of the scenes do turn back to this idea that, well, that a lot of us, we are just, you know, craving relationships and craving to connect with people, and the struggle in that. You know, we're all just human ultimately, even if